All right.
So now we are going to move on to the worst, boy.
Yeah.
The worst movies of 2017.
Right.
So I have to give myself a little breather here because I've been talking about rap for like about a whole hour.
Yeah.
So you have some notable failures.
Right. Okay. So for me, this year it was kind of weird. It was just I have outright bad, but there's a lot of bad I just straight up avoided and just didn't worry to watch or waste my time over. But I have bad I was like, wait, I thought that'd be good and it was a waste of time and a complete mess. And then I have the noble failures, stuff that was bad, yes, but it had things that should have, it could have easily changed in the edit, or a simple reshoot could have probably fixed it, but just the product we get was a mess.
Right. So when you want to start off with the notable failures.
The bad. I'll start with the bad. Straight up bad. Stuff that was just
Yeah.
hot mess. Hot mess. All right. So my bad list. Geostorm. Hated it.
Oh, you saw that.
Hated it.
I was about to go to see the IMAX and then somebody stopped me. I was
Skip
like,
it.
Whoa, stop.
Yeah.
Skip
it.
Stop.
It's a hot mess. It's fun in some ways, but jeez, boy.
And
God
remind
damn
me, it's from the same guy who gave us Independence Day.
Pretty much. The problem with it is pretty much the death of our franchise. That whole big disaster franchise.
Yeah.
This is the end. I can't see any more being made. I really
have shows like Sharknado pretty much
right.
fun and
right.
that.
It's time for it to die. And it was a hot mess, total nonsense. I mean, somebody in our conversation was saying they liking it. I was wondering if they was trolling me, just to test me, whatever.
Like dumb fun liking it, or
no, there is. For
understanding,
they genuinely liked it. So I was like, all right, whatever.
Okay. But what was the problem with it? It was just boring.
It was totally incoherent. Again, all the problems I hate about those movies, but just the absolute worst of everything in it. Script didn't work. Gerard Butler was just ingratiatingly annoying in this.
Wow.
Holy crap. The plot elements is like, okay, really? Why?
Right.
Whatever. Next, Batman and Harley Quinn.
Ooh, that is in my list.
This movie pissed me off, Dread. I can't believe they effed this up so badly. Listen, Batman and Harley Quinn have decent chemistry, especially if you're going with the Bruce Timm DCAU approach.
Yes.
But, oh no, Bruce Timm, baby, what is you doing? This was a mess. Didn't work, wasn't funny, fell flat, a bunch of dumb plot elements and plot things in it.
Most of which were painful to watch.
And it was just a mess. This did not work. Script, I just hated it.
Script? What script?
Just all over the goddamn place.
There's a series of moments. Like I said in my review, there's a moment where Harley has Batman go on a car chase to find a fella.
Yeah.
Because that fella stood her up in prom years ago.
And then it had just bad animation overall.
And then a moment with the performance in the bar. And like I said in my review, I tell myself, oh, you're just gonna hear it in the background while stuff going on. No, you hear the song start and end, and then they get into another song.
Yeah, just long running, and the animation was pretty bad. So I hated this. Well, we reviewed this recently. You reviewed it recently, but I have to talk about it. Underworld.
Yeah. Blood Wars,
rubbish. Hated it, total mess. I mean, look, I love Kevin Grievo to death. I love the guy to death, but dude, this was a slug in our law and world building. Just did not work. Hated it. Moving on. Speaking of world building and stuff that should have been good, but was just a hot mess. Valerian and the city.
Oh, okay.
That did not work.
I was a little feared because at least it made a little bit of effort, but
it had its moments. I'll give it that, especially that opening intro sequence. But nah,
but I see what I mean.
It fell flat. Didn't work. It was total.
Especially with the lead, he is not convincing at all as Valerian.
These three movies are gonna put I just gonna talk about these three movies as one because it's just a big goddamn blur and a hot mess and not worth talking about. But I actually don't put it on my list, but whatever. I had to mention it still. Transformers. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Ooh.
And The Mummy.
Yes.
All
big budget.
This
blockbusters.
This trifecta of dog crap. Hated all these movies. All of them failed for roughly the same reason, which is this big bloated lack of foresight. All of them suffer from the same cancer, especially The Mummy.
Yep.
Holy crap.
And I actually watched the Mummy as well.
I can't believe this was I expected it to be okay. But here, look, just give it to Blumhouse, one of these guys who just actually would A, give a shit, and then B, actually not waste so much goddamn cash on this mess.
Yeah.
Right? So you notice...
And the attempt at the world building in that movie was so pathetic.
Yeah, it's just a rubbish mess. And then the last and definitely least, I have to put it on the list, The Snowman.
Ah.
Good God.
here's the thing. I wanted to see how bad it was, but I was like,
this had no excuse being this bad because again, the names involved, production involved, director, Martin Scorsese produced it. Like, what the hell, Michael Fassbender, baby, what is you doing? Twice in a row, Michael Fassbender. Come
first
on.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, and then this just jeez, boy. This is a mess. This movie, well, look, the movie for better or for worse, for lack of a better term, it's a movie that just was an unfinished product, more or less, as far as I'm concerned.
That's the reason why I don't want to see.
Right.
It feels incomplete.
Totally incomplete. So that's why, but I still have to come down on it because, again, why they even release this? I've seen movies better than this unreleased for this very reason of being unreleased.
Right.
And unfinished. Come on. They had no excuse reason. I get the feeling that they just had to burn a person who didn't want to be like in Hollywood or something. Kind of like what they do with Kevin Spacey. They say, all right, like just do a F you to the person who invest money in this, and they release it anyway and let it burn.
Yeah.
And they just burn whoever was fighting it down. Yeah. Total mess. It should have been better. And it's a good book series, so it's like, what the hell?
Right.
Whatever.
Okay.
Then jump into my noble failure list.
Noble failures.
As in stuff that wasn't the worst thing ever, but didn't work, and for multiple reasons,
Right.
all kind of reasons. And I'm gonna run through, probably do a mini review of one of these or the two of these, but I'll talk about these already.
Yeah.
Green Days by the River.
Ah, boy.
Yeah.
Yes. For the first time in the history of BSB Sabili,
local film.
We're going to be a local film in our years in this. So
Yeah, it actually made it. Green Days by the River. I liked almost everything about this movie. Acting was solid. Cinematography was fine. Pacing was reasonably good. I mean, they just copied the book, and storytelling was fine. But it's the book, whatever. But that's the one thing that just bothered the hell out of me: the direction.
Yep, that camera work
Totally broke these terrible use of long takes, and that break the film for me. Sorry,
Yeah.
it was going good. It would have been if they just got if they moved that camera around, made it work, and have it a little more dynamics. Look. I tend to I try to not captain hindsight stuff, so I have no idea what the production was or how it played out. But it was a good camera. I know for a fact. I think it was the first Harry, the one that they shoot Game of Thrones season 1 on. And yeah, this man was like too afraid to just move around that camera, Judd.
Yeah, and like I said in my review, my reviews of it, you have to have a reason why you're doing this. It can't just be, well, this is art. And
it was a mess.
Be an auteur.
It didn't work.
Give a reason, damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that just would mention and we'll talk about whatever. Next, I Love You Daddy by Louis C.K. Now, even as I said, I'll give it like a 5 out of 10, even if it didn't have Louis C.K.'s, career funk on it. But sorry, Louis C.K.'s career funk has to feed into this because of the subject matter. And yeah, it's an unfortunate mess and just it doesn't work. Again, a lot of as I mentioned, the black and white transatlantic aesthetic from the 1940s and 50s doesn't really fit. It should have been a modern take. It would work. Dialogue was okay. This fellow, John Malkovich, was playing his characters great, I thought. But everything else just didn't gel together. It had a mixed message, and again, with Louis C.K.'s bullshit, it makes it even worse and more mixed by far, and totally poisons the whole discussion. The film doesn't work a lot, and I get what he was trying to go for with the whole women being confused and that stuff, but yeah, it does not work at all.
Right.
And he just comes across like a douchebag, and it's terrible. Suburbicon. Yeah.
This one showed up on a couple of words.
Right, no, yeah. Here's the problem with this. I like the script, I like the idea, I like the premise, but the direction was awful, and it just didn't gel together because of that bad direction. George Clooney, the Coen should have directed, straight up.
Right.
The Coens wrote it, and they should have directed it. George Clooney is not a good director, or at least he was surprisingly not good in this.
Right.
He just didn't gel. The production felt rushed, it felt stilted, and it just didn't really work and flowed very well. I kind of had a bad structural edit as well.
Right.
But it had a lot of things to like, and I enjoyed a lot of it, but it didn't flow very well, and it just felt, I don't know, this should have been a short film or something. I don't know.
Right. That's it.
Whatever. Well, quick television run through. The Orville. That's my noble failure. I like a lot of The Orville, but yeah, it really feels like all the things that you don't like about live action Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
And then because it's supposed to be quote unquote Star Trek for real fans, no, sorry, it comes across like Captain Hindsight Member Berry's bullshit for TNG and TOS.
Exactly.
And I really can't take that seriously.
Ooh, look at me, I'm doing Star Trek.
Yeah, sorry. It doesn't work. It only have 2 episodes I like in this whole thing, 3 and 6. Everything else feels flat. A lot of it doesn't flow. Humor doesn't work for me.
And I still don't like that ending. The
season finale kind of sucked, but whatever. That was fine, whatever. it just don't gel for me. I know a lot of people just jumping on it because Star Trek Discovery different kind of, but sorry, I prefer Star Trek Discovery. Whoever.
Right.
It comes at night.
What?
Yeah.
The one that I gave 3.5 to.
Right. I totally understand why people hate this now. I watched it. I was like, all right, this have a lot of.
Right?
This not overrated. I get where it was going for, but it don't work. And again, the message of it don't flow very well. And then the ending was like, all right, I kind of get what was going on because, well, slight spoilers, the virus basically, from what I understand, causes hallucinations of some sort. So that's why people couldn't like make sense of reality going back and forth.
Right.
And because, well, the parents had to make weird decisions involving their emotions and whatnot. This just didn't work. It fell flat coming down to the end. And I had, it's well shot.
Yes,
I'll give it that.
Yes.
It have a lot of strengths in it, but just that script needed 2 or 3 more rewrites, and I'd enjoy it more.
Okay.
Next, this one hurt my heart probably the most. A Cure for Wellness. God damn. I was really hyped for this movie. Yeah. Went in theaters to see it. You know, I like the indie hand. I actually like this dude. You notice he make this list twice. Well, he make the bad list. You know, he really was doing a good job. I don't feel he's a rip-off Leo or anything like that. He's his own thing. He's a good actor. But this script and the edit was a hot mess. Good story, good idea. Again, a proper structural edit and 1 or 2 script rewrites would have fixed this and make it work. To me, they should have done like, if you ever see the movie Society,
yes,
we should have gotten that.
Yeah.
Like they should have fleshed that out. But what they decided to do in terms of the shock value just didn't work. It was just dumb shock value more than anything. And it had a bad ending. It was a mess.
Right.
Hated it. And I was really pissed off. And then this one was not as big as a disappointment as Cure for Wellness, but it's still a pretty big disappointment because I really like the director. This Greek director, I forget his name off the top of my head, but he did one of my favorite movies of 2015, I think.
Yeah,
or
The
2006.
Lobster?
Yeah, The Lobster. And this is A Killing of the Sacred Deer.
This was one I wanted to see before.
Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
This movie is very good. Let's be clear about it. It's very good. But a couple of personal things really brought it down for me. One, there's a plot element, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's a plot element of magical realism in this, and that totally took it out for me. I get what they're trying to go for, but it just did not flow and work.
Right.
That's a big thing. And it kind of reminded me of a Serious Man a little bit with the magical elements. It's like, wait, what's going on? Is this or is it this? Is it just luck or is it this? Is it this or this? Well, I don't want to spoil what it is, but all I'm saying is magical realism, and I hate that.
Right.
He just don't flow with that. And here's the second thing, the dialogue, more like the delivery of the dialogue. So The Lobster had this very stilted delivery of dialogue. This movie had that same stilted delivery, and it didn't work for this movie at all. Now, The Lobster, it makes sense because it's a sci-fi, and because the whole aesthetic of The Lobster is, and the whole shtick is policing behavior and policing language, that would naturally follow. So you can understand why people would be speaking like that, especially when it comes to sex.
Right.
Because that's the whole thing with The Lobster.
Utopian.
Right, very dystopian,
Yeah.
right, very dystopian approach to that whole. So you can understand why people speaking like that. It make perfect sense why everyone would be speaking like that. In this, they're still speaking like that. I'm like, wait, but the director don't understand English properly, so he can't like direct his actors to speak properly. To me, it needed a more naturalistic feel. It didn't feel naturalistic at all. Everybody is still speaking like robots for some reason, like a Wes Anderson movie, but dumber, and it just didn't flow or work. And again, I didn't like the ending. I was like, oh, I get why some people don't like this movie. Look, I could see this being on top 10 people list, but this for me, I put in the noble failure camp. Right. Not the worst thing. It's actually a very, really, really good movie, but just a couple things break the movie for me, personally. Right. And that's it. That's my list for my bad. Well, I could go through good TV, but you go through your bad.
Yeah, let's go through the bad first.
And then I'll just skip to what was good TV for the end. Not to talk about it in too much depth, but just good TV.
Right. Dishonourable Mentions. First off is The Mummy. Yeah, finally got to see it.
Dishonourable Mentions.
Yeah. See why it's bad. Yeah. It had some potential. I mean, Tom Cruise tried. He tried. Sophia Boutella, I mean, she looked good. You know, evil, creepy Bobby, kind of hot. I like that.
Right.
But and Russell Crowe tried too. But that story was just all over the place. Yeah. Didn't really care about it. It was trying to be a horror. It's trying to be Brendan Fraser Adventure style again. But it just didn't work at all. Another one I'm just going to mention here, just because a majority of people probably forgot it even exists. But I'm just going to mention here so at least it stays etched in someone's memory. Armed Response. That one WWE Films movie that starred Wesley Snipes.
I did see it.
Right, where the military team and in the prison.
Now ringing my memory.
Shit, that kind of thing. Right. So those are my 2 dishonorable mentions. So coming in at number 10, this could be a little mini review, boy. This came in last minute because Netflix decided to put this out last minute. Watched it last Friday time of this recording.
Yeah, I think I know what this is.
And it is Blight. Oops, I meant Bright.
Yeah.
Number 10. Directed by David Ayer, director of great films like Suicide Squad. See, got you there.
Yeah.
Great films such as End of Watch and Fury.
Yeah, love it.
And shitty films like Suicide Squad.
But we know him as the great of the great films. Training Day.
Yes, Training Day as
what
well.
the hell?
yes. How can I forget Training Day? God damn. Anyway, so with Bright now is him basically trying to do End of Watch and Training Day once again. But this time in an alternate reality. So it's an alternate LA, and it has all these like mythical creatures, you know, from fantasy books. So you have fairies, and you have elves, and you have orcs. And these are like the 3 main creatures, I think, in this movie. So the more focus on the orcs. So it's like this sort of buddy cop film, you know, and once again it's in LA, so if you're familiar with films like Colors and, you know, Trinity, you know, showing how gritty LA is and all them gangs, all them shit like that. It's like that. So we have Will Smith being Will Smith, but a more asshole version of Will Smith. And then we have Joel Edgerton playing this orc character. And right off the bat, you see Will kind of hates orcs, and the majority of the police force hate orcs as well too. As all this,
and Joel Edgerton was in Couples at Night.
Yes, believe it or not. Yeah. And there's all this building up stuff, and then you want to bring in, because I don't want to get too much into the story. Then you want to bring in this element of there's these magical wands, these 3 magic wands, and the only people that can hold them are called Brights. Yeah. And one of these wands is stolen, and Will actually gets a hold of it. And this particular elf who's trying to hold on to it, but then she's being hunted down by this other badass elf who's played by Nomi Rapace. I was like, oh gosh, but why didn't we see like this?
For understanding, it was just clumsy world building. It's not the worst idea.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's really clumsy world building.
Yeah.
Well, let's have quick analogies that you could make. Most people make, like, people point out, well, off the top of my head, and people point out this analogy when this film came out, District 9.
Yes.
And then when that came out, people reference it to Alienation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Alienation. That is a perfect reference there, because while I was watching this film, I was like, but this could have been Alienation.
Right.
If it just stayed focused.
The original Alienation movie wasn't that good, but I actually like the series.
Me too. I actually remember the series way more than the movie.
Yeah, the series is actually well done, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm not sure how it holds up. I'd probably look it back and say, okay, it probably kind of sucks.
I wouldn't mind rewatching
but to me, it was kind of on par with stuff like Babylon 5, and that show totally holds up, so whatever.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's written by Max Landis, right?
Oh, that's the problem.
Yeah.
There's your problem right there.
So,
look, here's the thing with Max Landis. So,
yeah.
Again, ignoring
the...
Well, he got into some trouble, apparently, with some Anna. Apparently, again, sexual harassment thing. Right. He had a little bit of trouble with that. But he wrote, in my opinion, one of my favorite comics in the last, I think, 2016. This is American Alien.
Right.
Loved it. Thought it was great. He has talent.
Yes,
but he is a bullshitter. Sorry. And he's more bullshit than talent, unfortunately, in my opinion. The mere fact you could sit down in front of the internet and talk 20 minutes about your ideas instead of just like being in a fucking boardroom like a serious adult because your father was freaking Landis. John Landis,
legendary director, right?
Come on.
Yeah.
That's an immediate red flag. Yeah. And well, from what I understand, he going to get like more cut out and blacklisted because of all of that shenanigans with Anna, so whoever.
Woohoo! Right.
Yeah, I don't hate the guy, but next.
So the thing is with the script, which is written by him and direction by David Ayer, you could tell both of them clash. You could tell that both of them don't really show what they're trying to be. So David wanted to have like a gritty, LA look, the stuff that cops going through, and the gang warfare and all that kind of stuff. And the first half of the show is just like that. Yeah. They touch on racial inequality and all that kind of jazz, and it was going a little interesting there. And if they had stuck to that, it would have made for a competent enough film. Even though I felt it was real annoying how everything was all anti-orc. We hate orcs. Orcs are bad. And you tell them about all these things, why orcs are bad, but you tell him about it, you just show him it, you don't give him a reason to care. And then we have backsladders now who wants to bring in the fantastical element. So here we have this one and this thing and that thing, and it just does not gel at all. So right after we get the whole half-hour training, the kind of shit, then it delves into like, I swear I was watching like the Warriors, where it's like a one night, you have to get from point A to point B, everybody out to kill you, and you have to get there before you get killed. It's just like that. And it just don't work. Will Smith and Joel Edgerton have no chemistry together. Sorry, they just do it. Will just come off as just this whiny asshole. And yes, they try to develop his character a lot more, but still he's a whiny asshole who just hate orcs just because everybody hates orcs. And they want to tell us about 2,000 years ago, humans fought orcs. And like, but where and when and why? Sense. And I don't care.
Yeah, again, bad world building because it wouldn't be LA. That's the problem.
Why? Exactly.
But LA won't be the same LA.
Yeah,
so why would
it in LA. It looks like LA, feels like LA. The gangs are
LA.
LA.
Bad world building.
Right.
Bad world
but then when you show him, here's an orc gang. And
that makes sense.
There's an elf district.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it just does not gel because and all through the show, and this movie clocks in at 1 hour and 57 minutes. I was just like, I just don't care. I don't care. So overall, yeah, this is a huge letdown. This was a huge L for Netflix. So
right.
Yeah, I know that. Well, I hear we're gonna have a sequel for this one, but let me just hope that they actually do something way better for this.
Yeah.
Number 9 was a movie that you reviewed and I finally got to take in. Fellow YouTuber Wayne S. Rock hates this movie. This is his worst movie, hands down for the year. Baywatch.
Okay, right. This is in the list I didn't need to would mention because it was just like, there's so much bullshit. Hang on.
That's the thing. That's
the
problem with it.
Waste my time mentioning it. Yeah.
Because
I forget about this.
Because it's so much bullshit. You could just be like, nah,
who cares?
Need to care to bring it up.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that it is bullshit, one. And two, that they took Baywatch, which never really had a big name to say.
Right.
I mean, it had its...
But here's the problem with Baywatch. Baywatch always took itself seriously, so I don't understand what the parody was. Because
that's the problem.
Baywatch was always over the top anyway, so like it don't seem to get the premise of parody.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But the biggest sin to me with this movie here is that it's just not funny.
Yeah.
It ain't funny, folks.
Yeah.
I must just probably chuckle like twice in this movie. Nothing about it is funny. I mean, everybody looked pretty and everything like that, but still, it was just painful.
I now remember one of my noble failures and bad, but I got you.
Yeah.
I forget. Well, go ahead.
So Baywatch is one of those shows, like, I can't even recommend you watch this with friends when you're drunk and everything. You just probably watch it and be like, yeah, we watch it with shit, so now we can move on and see something that's better. Number 8 is one that you mentioned before, Underworld Blood Wars.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get into that again. Yeah. Just that dumb twist in the beginning, though. My God. Number 7, Resident Evil, the final chapter.
Yeah. Same bullshit reason, man filming his wife.
Yes.
And the wife getting a walk.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Choppy action scenes.
Horrible.
Six cuts to somebody throwing a punch.
Yeah, stupidness.
Blatant ripoff of Mad Max Fury Road. And just nothing else. Nothing more I can really see about that show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah. Number 6, Bye Bye Man.
Yeah. I didn't again. This is one of those I just ignored. It bad. I know it bad. I'm not going to tolerate it.
Yeah.
And it's not worth my time to even mention.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get back into talking about it. I actually reviewed it before.
Yeah.
But just the bad things, just the dumb stuff in it. Just don't take it, don't say it. So you don't say it. You tell it to somebody what to think about it. And somehow
the whole premise is nonsense.
The whole premise is just so dumb, and nobody even stop and say,
so don't try to make sense of it.
Not making any sense though.
Whatever. Next.
Right, moving along. 5, Batman and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Worst movie to come out from the DC animated universe thus far. Characters were annoying. I mean, I really like Melissa Rauch as Bernadette in Big Bang Theory. I like looking at her, all that kind of shit. But still, in this movie here, she's just goddamn annoying. Harley Quinn was annoying. Nightwing was totally unnecessary in this one.
Strippiness.
Batman was just being Batman for being Batman's sake.
Yeah, it was dumb.
And then how they brought in Swamp Thing, which caught me completely off guard. It's like the worst thing I have ever seen in an animated film.
Hated it.
Yeah. Number 4, a movie that you were a little bit fair to. Another movie from Netflix, but I generally hated. Death Note.
Right, I was supposed to that's the movie I was not going to mention in the Noble Failures that I forgot.
So talk about why.
Why is a Noble Failure? Only one reason the movie should have been longer. It should have been 8 parts, not one movie. Wait, it was 90 minutes or whatever?
Yeah, there was 95 minutes roughly.
Right, that you can't do that. Yeah, if it was 8 hours long, 8 parts, hour long each, it could have worked. Because I didn't hate it, it did a lot right. But sorry, this just fell flat, and because it couldn't fit all of that. And look, I like Lakeith Stanfield. I like the dude. He was actually pretty good as hell. In fact, he was the one thing that I thought people were complaining about the most. Nope.
Yeah.
He's the least thing people complain about the most.
Yeah. He was the only good thing in the movie. Except near the end, they just kind of dropped the ball of the character.
Yeah, well, they had to do that because they only had freaking 95 minutes to do the damn thing. Whatever.
Like to that. Hate that
Strippiness, yeah. It didn't
hate
yeah,
that character.
this version I like.
Worst character ever.
Yeah.
And then you want to bring in this female love interest.
And it mix up
nothing. And just like, oh, you kill people? Alright, well, I love you. Okay.
Yeah, it don't work. It don't work. It didn't work.
Oh gosh, boy. Willem Dafoe as Rio. Perfect casting.
Great, but the wasted.
They even do anything with him, really.
Wasted, yeah. And look, I agree. They didn't need to do the Japanese anime approach, right? Or the light novel or anything like that. But just, it was a mess.
And the worst part, the biggest sin about this movie is that it just tried so desperately to be so edgy, you know, like, we're taking this really thought-provoking, really R-rated source material and we're going to make it in your face.
Because what they should have done, what they should have done,
Final Destination.
Yeah, what they should have done exactly. What they could have done to make it work is sit down and run fan fiction counterfactuals of what you can do with the Death Note. You don't have to invent new rules. Just say, all right, just watch the anime and then say, all right, what I could have do different or what the characters could have do different. And that's the impetus for your show.
Yes.
And again, flesh it out. 8 hours, please, at least.
Jeez, not in 90 minutes.
Nah.
Hands down, the worst anime to live action adaptation we've seen
it's unfortunate.
in a long while.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
Number 3, Emoji Movie.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch this. I don't watch this.
Oh gosh, you can just look up online and see why this movie is bad. The characters
I didn't watch this.
The animation just didn't do anything for me. The story made no sense. And then they just present this dumb, really uninspired thing that, oh well, all today's kids are just looking at our phones, man. So let's just really emphasize that. This is not Toy Story, folks. This is 12-year-old kids.
I don't know. The sad part is that what I realize about Hollywood and why it is because it's so clouded in terms of their own BS and backing up their own thing. They don't have time to think about something. You could make this work, but you need to have your head clear about something like this and sit down and have a workable script. Yeah, it could work maybe. Yeah, but
like it's so painfully apparent that it's old people looking at the millennials and like, oh well, they love cell phones. Look at me. Hello, fellow high schoolers. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's so awkward. Yeah, that's so bad. Painful. That's bad. Dropbox, anyone? Oh, a big aspect of this movie is them getting a Dropbox. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Next.
Number 2. Still can't believe I went to cinema to watch that because I was swayed by the title of this movie. 50 Shades. Yeah, well, of course. Darker.
Of course.
Because this thing, it was telling me, oh, this is going to be darker than the original. Yeah. So I like, well, okay, it's going to step up. It's going to be like a guilty pleasure kind of thing. Yeah. Nope, worse than the original. Yeah, way worse. Sad. Now, the only good thing I could say is that the leads have more chemistry together, but the story made no sense. The side characters made no sense. And here's the thing, I don't want to get into fan fiction here at the moment, or fan theory. If initially they had thought about this, like really thought about the story, they could have made it really smart now, really clever. Right. Take the whole S&M thing and really explore it with both characters. So you switch the perspective now. So now Anastasia would have been the dominant and
Christian would have been do something with it.
Yeah. Switch it so she is aware of her sexuality and how he kind of battles his own inner demons and why he was a submissive before when you have Kathleen Turner's character. Right. So Kim Basinger, whatever the hell it is, right? But no, you're just bringing all these random characters show up and say X we're gonna have a sequel. Yeah, it's double shit, yeah. And yes, we have any sequels coming out next year, Valentine's, and nope, not gonna see it. Don't care to see it. Yeah, don't care to see it.
Next.
And number 1, the movie that brought so much bile to my throat. By that movie where I looked at my IMAX ticket and I was like, I actually spent money on this.
Yeah, what is that?
Transformers.
Yep. For me, I skipped this. It was a blur. Again, I put it in the blur of Pirates of the Caribbean, the Mummy, and just these huge box office failures. And yeah, let's just think about this for a second. Well, this movie, I don't know how well it did. Because I know Mummy failed, I know Pirates failed.
I know it didn't do as well as... But I know it's the lowest rated of
right,
all
but
the
this still is, if I understand, it's a big money sink, and yeah, sorry, when your pocket getting hit now, that is when it's time to really wrap it up. Sorry, this is the end of that whole paradigm. You squander the opportunity, and that's it. That's the franchise day. Look, Michael Bay, I think, is a talented director. I genuinely think so. But
look at his earlier work, man.
he just don't care anymore, and that's it. He just burn out.
And that's the thing, though. Like,
He should have quit with 3.
You're like watching this movie, but I couldn't help but tell, but this man just don't care
Yeah,
anymore.
to me,
he should
have
not just about the franchise,
yeah.
Because how you could just come out of the blue and see, oh, Earth is Unicron, guys. So after
no,
4
that's,
movies
that's,
of
and that's actually,
Decepticons trying to destroy the Earth, now we're going to see Earth
yeah, there's
is
precedent
Unicron,
for that in the franchise. It's just he do it in a clumsy ass way as
exactly.
usual.
Drop it in the middle of the movie just because. But
Whatever.
no, but looking at this movie, and I was just in disbelief, sheer disbelief.
Yeah.
For somebody who built a franchise like this for 10 years, made tons of money, right? And then come and say, you know what, I just don't care anymore. I don't care.
I mean, in my opinion, you should already...
Gonna shit here and just throw it at you.
Yeah.
And you're going to eat it because it's a Transformers movie anyway.
You know, in my opinion, he should have really quit with 3. Like, I hate 2 and 3, but he should have quit with 3, leave it, and then bring in some flesh out for 4 and 5, or a new trilogy, and do something interesting with a new trilogy.
Yeah, this movie does nothing clever, does nothing creative. Yeah. It's just throwing in characters for the sake of it, and it just goes nowhere. Characters doing just dumb shit, and then, like I said, the worst part about it is just the fact that somebody come out, somebody with that much influence,
right?
And this so much, fortitude could come out and say, I just don't care anymore, guys. Here's the last night. Yeah. I know it sucks. I know that. But you're going to watch it anyway. It's going to make money. And that kind of mindset is something that...
No, it's toxic. It's toxic.
I just can't believe it.
It's the height of toxic and cancerous nature. So, that's the nature of the industry.
That's terrible. But,
whatever.
I could go beyond that. But I did 2 rants about this already.
Yeah,
I don't want to do any more about this. Next thing I'll lose my voice. So, yes, Transformers The Last Night was the worst thing I've seen in 2017.
Right, so since,
hands down.
Since all the poison out of the system now,
the purge.
Yes, all the poison and toxicity is out of the system. Time to get to the good. Let's want to cover the good TV. Now, I'm not referencing any bad TV because I won't watch bad TV. But we could talk about good TV. There's a bunch of stuff, just shows to call out, and I'm not going to get into any depth except for a couple little mentions.
Yes.
But we're just going to talk about it. For me, Brooklyn Nine-Nine has been really goddamn good this year. Hilarious, really damn good. Captain Holt has had an excellent arc from when they built up from the beginning of the season to now. Yeah. Loved it.
Actually, I'm gonna put this in my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna start watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, I recommend it. Okay, so here's why the strength of the show is. It proves a point about political correctness and humor. A lot of people like to make the paradigm, that political correctness is antithetical to humor. It's not true. Not true at all, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine proves it. It's a very, very progressive show, and it's really goddamn funny and really well done and well written. For me. But this season has been really strong. In fact, probably the strongest season for me so far. I've been cracking up. I've been stitches for pretty much the whole season.
Right.
It's great. In my opinion, much funnier than the rest of the stuff. 4th season, 3rd season, in my opinion.
Cool. All right.
Mr. Robot season 3. Great.
Need
loved
to
it.
Watch that too.
Loved it. Solid, but it really got overshadowed by a lot of other stuff. I took too long to get onto it, but great. Next, Mindhunter.
Yes.
Great.
That's also my list as well.
Solid.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it. A lot of fun with this. Great acting, great script. Good ending.
Yeah.
Had
really
some problems.
Can't wait to see
had some problems on some pacing, but I enjoyed it for the most part.
Really can't wait to see what they do with season 2. For sure.
Probably one of my favorite series period right now. The Expanse has been excellent this season.
Alright, need to watch that
too. Big sci-fi nerd, big hard sci-fi nerd as well. So I love this. This is your go-to hard sci-fi for anybody right now who really itching for a good hard sci-fi TV. It's probably the only show on television that's gonna give you that. But then to go into the soft sci-fi, Star Trek Discovery. I've actually been enjoying this a lot. Again, I can understand why the fans hate it, but I am in the camp that likes it. Also in the camp that likes Target Universe, so and I could get why. The show hasn't really, I'll argue the story hasn't really started proper yet, but all of this preamble has built up really, really good characterization in my opinion, and very good conscientious writing. And let's be clear about this, these writers, when it comes to Star Trek lore, they know this shit. I have to say that.
Good.
I defend that, people who's BSing about the show and just not treating the show charitably. No, they know this stuff. You can defend the show. People who support the show, you can't defend the show.
Nice. I'll start watching that from January. I know it's picking back up from then, so I'll definitely do it.
Biggest surprise for me, I've been loving it. Well, there's 2 shows, but this is the new big show, Justice League Action. Loved it this year. Mostly because it just cleaned the palette for DC for me. The rest of the DC TV shows, right? Cleaning the palette for me as well.
Yes.
And well, it had one of the movies that I didn't mention. I could have mentioned it in my Noble Failures, which was Justice League.
Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't mention.
Not would mention it ultimately when you think about it.
As in, it's forgettable, or
yeah, and I could have put it. If anything, I'll put it in Noble Failures, but I probably just slipped my mind. Whatever.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, just moving on because it's something that the franchise, in my opinion, the DCU is dead at this point. It had to reset itself, and that it had to rise like a phoenix, hopefully with Flashpoint. So whatever. Yeah. The DC TV shows has been quite good as well.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, the show has a big surprise. Well, last couple of shows, time to get into animation now. DuckTales.
Okay.
I have been loving DuckTales. This new DuckTales is excellent.
All right.
Good world building. It really reminds you of the old Uncle Scrooge comics. Mm-hmm. Right, the Scrooge McDuck comics. It's really well done. Good storytelling. Good voice acting. Good animation. Overall, just, a den out of there for me. Right. Of course, we had to mention Samurai Jack season 5.
Yes, season 5.
Loved
and
it.
Ended it off on a strong note.
Yeah, really strong. Yeah, it's slightly rushed.
It's rushed, but
still very well
emotional.
done. Yeah. And then the last 2 big shows for me that I 3 big shows. Number 3, I should say. Handmaid's Tale.
Yes, I was going to mention that too.
Great.
My God.
Well shot.
That was a depressing
video.
Yeah,
dark.
I binged that.
Harrowing. Really well done. And oh gosh, talk about politically pressure. So yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Number 2, my personal favorite show for since the beginning of this podcast, Halt and Catch Fire.
Yes.
Final season.
Wrapped up this year.
Mm-hmm. It ended up a great ending for all the characterization, great storytelling. Love the story, love the characters. Everybody ended up in a great place. What they did with it, nice tragedy, great humor, great emotions, good characterization building up. I keep saying characterization because the characterization is so good.
Yes.
But worth mentioning.
Right.
And then last and definitely not least, this is the last of the list.
I know you're going to say it.
Yeah. The Leftovers.
Yep.
Get kind of snub at the TV awards.
Yeah, boy. The
little bit.
Like what a
little bit. But this was excellent for me. Look, I had to put Lindelof in the grand camp of great meta artists, as in with Charlie Kaufman and Dan Harmon.
Right.
In my opinion, that ending really, really worked for me. And I still hate the end of Lost. And I would still tell people that I hate the end of Lost.
But people still love Lost, right? Which is fun.
Well, a lot of people still like Lost. I still hate the end of Lost, but this still works. This address what the end of Lost should have been.
Right.
In my opinion. Like, this is how you had to handle that. That is how he did it. Stuff like BoJack Horseman and Rick and Morty's would mention, of course.
Yes.
Still good television, but it's so popular that it kind of given.
Yeah.
So I didn't worry. It's not something that you'll learn anything new from me. Rick and Morty, Pick and Rick was brilliant.
Yes.
And then the episode with the President Morty, brilliant.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that catch everybody. It was really, really well done. But yeah, again, everybody was talking about it. So I don't gonna add anything to that. BoJack Horseman, excellent this season.
Yeah.
Solid.
I love how more slightly optimistic.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah,
slightly.
But it's still well done. And that's it. That's my good TV for the year. I don't think I think about anything else.
Okay, so TV shows, I'm just going to run through this quickly, just off of my head.
Yeah.
I'll just stick with Netflix. So first off, Master of None Season 2.
Yes.
Love that. Aziz Ansari killed it this time.
Yeah.
That episode, Thanksgiving, brilliant episode. So glad I won an Emmy as well. She's Gonna Have It.
Yes. From
Spike Lee. Love that show as well. It really brought it, to me, this is Spike Lee back in pure form.
Yeah.
Love the performances. I love everything about the show. Really did. Glow was another favorite of mine.
Yes, I forgot about that. Yeah.
With Alison Brie. That was really fun as hell. I love the 80s throwback in it as well too. Yeah. And it worked as well.
I forgot about that, but that was great, yeah.
Yeah, speaking of 80s
throwback, Mark Maron was hilarious in that.
Yes, she was. Speaking of 80s throwback, I had to say season 2 of Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Darker.
I'm not as big of a fan or into it as anybody else, but yeah.
That's the thing. I'm not the hugest fan. Up to this day, I still don't know why people love this thing so much. I really don't know. But I thought with season 2, they really got deeper and darker as well too. And it works. And yeah, 11 came back as well. And even though she was in the forefront for arguably one of the worst episodes of the season, her performance was still strong, so can't really knock it off for that. Game of Thrones season 7 came through really good, even though it was a short season, but those 8 episodes really came through hard, especially that final episode that really kind of has everyone biting their nails just on the edge of the seat, waiting to see what happens next. I think we have to wait till 2019, unfortunately. Right. So now a bunch of idiots gonna buy the seasons 1 to 6 on Blu-ray, the box set, and season 7, which is separate, instead of just waiting for the whole show to end and then just buy everything like what I'm gonna do, because I'm really enjoying Game of Thrones. But the one show I would say, the one show that really blew me away, and I didn't expect it to do so, was Twin Peaks by The Return. That one, yes, it's gonna really, like, it's really for the fans themselves. But trust me, if you're a first timer to this too, I would highly recommend that you check out all the other seasons before this. But this season, boy, just what David Lynch managed to do at his age with this, at this era, with with all the resources available to him. It's for some of the most bizarre, most unforgettable, most memorable moments I've seen on television this year. Just that ending alone will go down as one of the greatest endings in TV history, along with, like, say, Sopranos and Breaking Bad, and dare I say, Leftovers.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, so let's jump into the best of the best when it comes to movies.
Yes.
So in this case, we both have our top 17s,
right,
and I guess in your case, you have honorable mentions or something.
Right, I have, well, not honorable mentions, more like just stuff that we didn't get to see, but I need to see, and if I saw it, I would have probably influenced the list, more than likely.
Yeah.
So there's my list of the films I haven't seen yet, but I kind of angry I'm not seeing it, but whatever, we'll talk about it. And most of these haven't been officially released, but they came out in festivals and whatnot.
Yeah, film festivals,
right,
TIFF and Cannes and stuff.
Right. So, need to see. This is the list of need to see. I have this is not in any order because I don't know.
Yeah.
Lady Bird.
Yeah, I got to see that. Everybody putting this in the best of list.
Right.
People saying this is the number one best movie of the year.
Yeah. Next, The Florida Project.
Yes.
Want to see
another,
that?
Another one too, another popular one.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Another popular one, yes.
Right. This is the one I'm most excited I want to see because it's my favorite director. One of my favorite directors living. The Phantom Thread, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yes. Which I believe came out yesterday in theaters in the United States.
Right, I didn't get a chance to see it.
Christmas release in the States here.
This movie has been getting a lot of hype. Called Me by Your Name. A lot of people have been dismissing it as White Moonlight, but that's very unfair.
Oh, God.
From what I understand, it's more like the gay male version of Carol, if you think about it like that.
Oh, right.
That's a closer analogy.
Carol was pretty good, though.
Yeah, no, Carol was excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Shape of Water.
Yeah, why Trinidad and Tobago?
Yeah.
Why have we gotten a Guillermo del Toro movie?
Right.
We have been getting Guillermo del Toro movies. Why not this one?
Yeah, I am planning to go see this movie tomorrow. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to do a big double feature. I'm going to check out Jumanji 40X because we have a 40X down south now.
You bastards.
Yeah. I'm going to see Jumanji, but I'm also going to see...
But I already want to see Jumanji too. You know,
right.
good things
about
it.
I just want to check out the 40X.
Right.
And the movie I'm really, really excited to see, and this is again a big fuck you to Kevin Spacey, unfortunately.
Oh,
well, fortunately, if you want to see.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
All the money in the world.
I thought you were to say like Molly's Game. I thought you would have been.
No.
Okay.
Molly's Game, no, Molly's. I'm not thinking about our hype for that. Whatever.
I haven't seen a trailer for it, to be honest.
I only see one.
Sorkin is like, okay, well.
I only saw the trailer, but I'm not hyped.
Right.
Like whatever. I like Jessica Chastain. Cool.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but all the money in the world. I've been hyped for this for a long time. I really want to see it.
And it's Ridley Scott, so.
Ridley Scott, and again a big fuck you to Kevin Spacey.
Yes. You know, no, actually, you mentioned that, now I want to see it too.
You know, because of that.
Yeah. By the way, I love how in Rotten Tomatoes they single out an excellent performance by Christopher Plummer.
Yeah.
Did we even mention?
Man, you mentioned it. This slicey man out of that shit, right?
Nothing.
And on top of that, he got a nomination for Golden Globe. God damn, Kevin Spacey.
Goddamn.
Fuck off. Last one, thing. Professor Marston and the Wonder Woman.
That's one I want
really
to
wanted to see this. It looks great.
I like the fact they come out around the time. Well, it came out after. A little after Wonder Woman come out, right?
Right, a little after.
Haha.
Yeah. But anyway, last, let me see, a couple more. The Disaster Artist. Have to see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Did you get a chance to see that? Yeah, we should get that by now.
You tell me what? Trini's don't know about The Room?
Whatever.
Come on, bro.
Whatever. The Death of Stalin. I really wanted to see this. Interesting ideas. Jeffrey Tambor, although I hear he got in some trouble the other day with something. But Jason Isaacs, who is in Star Trek Discovery, and I really like him. He in this, and it looks really great and funny. So I want to see where we're going on with that.
For a second there, I was thinking about that Winston Churchill movie that Gary Oldman was in.
Right, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that one I want to see. I heard great things about his performance.
Yeah. I, Tonya.
Yeah.
Want to see that?
McGill, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, looking good, looking great. I would see that when it comes out. I'm really hyped for that. Whatever. Loving Vincent. This is looking really cool.
I love that sort of abstract animation.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. And from what I understand, it's basically they basically painted a movie. Because every frame is supposed to be a painting. It's insane.
Wow.
And then last but not least, we'll go to take in. This is a really hype for the Oscars. This is supposed to be this version of Spotlight. The Post.
Steven Spielberg.
Yes. Really, really hyped for this. I really hope this turns out good. I really want it to be great. Again, a lot of hype.
I didn't even know it came out though. I just saw
it's
it
coming.
pop up
It's
in
coming
another
soon,
list.
but I ain't see it yet.
End of list.
Politically prescient, really, really hyped. But
Right.
this Oscars. But that is it. So that is my list of shit that I didn't get to see yet. I wanted to see it by now, but I didn't get to see it, and I kind of mad. Whatever.
Right. Do you have any honorable mentions?
Not really. I just have lists of best. I ain't really fighting now.
Well, if you don't mind, let me just jump into my honorable mentions, and you can jump into your best and then my best, right? So, honorable mentions, right? Movies that I thoroughly enjoy, but just didn't quite make the final cut. Girls Trip.
Okay.
Which, in my opinion, is the funniest comedy I've seen all year. I know.
Okay,
I've seen a lot because, personally, to me, in my opinion, I haven't seen that much great comedy.
I can't remember thinking. Off the top of my head, I can't think of it.
So this one, raunchy is as it was so goddamn funny. I love the chemistry between the actresses. Good Time.
Okay.
Robert Pattinson really impressed me here. Really dark, grimy, really, really sleazy story, but it worked so well. American Made.
Okay.
Which has one of the best performances of Tom Cruise's career, in my opinion.
Okay.
Not so much Oscar worthy, but just a reminder of how great he is.
I forgot about this. I did give it a chance, and I was like,
it really should. It's really great.
Okay, no problem.
And you'll actually like his character way more than the character in the Mummy. Way more.
Cool.
Netflix's Mudbound.
Okay.
I wasn't completely blown away by it, but I do see its appeal. I do see why people loved it so much. And this is while like stuff like Bright and Death Note were huge L's, this one was a win.
It was a win. Nice.
Definitely. It.
Okay.
Which was one of the more surprising horror films I've seen this year.
Right.
That alongside Annabelle Creation, which unfortunately didn't make it to my honorable mentions, but it really stood out to me in terms of like just how to do a great visceral horror.
Right. Nice.
Right. And last but not least, Split.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
I kind of forget about this. I forget this was early in the year.
Yeah. Great performance by
McAvoy.
Yeah, James McAvoy.
Yeah.
It's one that when you watch over again, you really look at the subtleties in the characters, his characters in his head. It's like, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. No,
he's not going to get an Oscar for it, but this is something that really deserves a lot of recognition.
It came out, right. I almost forgot about this. I was like, this was in the beginning of the year, right? But it was a little gimmicky anymore. I think about it.
It was, especially the end and
it tried to...
Shabala University.
Right, it tried to pull at my nostalgia strings in the most cynical way. So I was like, whatever, okay.
Yeah.
Next, but good. Yeah, I could understand it being here. It's good. All right,
so now, for the moment of truth, folks, Ricardo's list.
Yes. So I have a general list. I had to count it, but I seen like about a little over 17. I ain't really sure. But these are the movies that were just, I had to mention them. They're really good.
Fuck it, just go along.
Yeah, go. All right, so let's start. I don't have a clear ranking, but it's just how I feel about these films in overall. So just starting. Again, this is not a clear list, but it's a general sense of how I feel about the list. But if the latest ones is the ones I like the most, clearly. Dunkirk.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dunkirk win me over time. I watched it a second time. I watched it a third time.
Okay. Third
time is when it's like, all right, I get where this is coming from. It clicked for me. I sit down with it. It actually won me over watching it over a couple of times. But when I watched it the first time, I didn't feel it that much. But it won me over a couple of things. And I was like, all right,
yeah.
Nolan, you know what you're doing. Come on.
Yes.
All right, cool. You, next?
All right, so, we do it like that.
Yeah, that's back and forth.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so my number 17 is A Ghost Story.
Yes.
Now, in terms of my ranking here, is just a matter of movies that I enjoyed most. So, just because it's number 17 don't mean it's
the problem is that here's the problem. We had an embarrassment of riches this year, and for us to sit down, it has so much to sift through.
Yeah.
And it was really hard, like, argumentative-wise. Like, I really couldn't sift through and say, this is definitely better than this.
Exactly.
It was really fuzzy year when it comes to quality.
Exactly.
And analysis.
So for stuff like A Ghost Story, I saw this right when people were declaring this as one of the best movies, top 10 of the year. So, I mean, I reviewed it before. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The performances were so nuanced as well, especially Käfer, who is so believable as just this guy with this white sheet over his head.
Yeah.
But just that story of just him and his existence as a ghost is just so sad.
Yeah.
But really so powerful and so engaging. So that's my number 17.
Nice, not bad. Detroit.
All right.
Yeah. Goddamn strong, powerful performances. Here's the thing with Catherine Bigelow. She has such an excellent sense of space that, I mean, holy shit, that shit just gets scary fast.
Yeah,
and you get a
just
sense
like
of
those hallways.
Yes, how to make things move and flow. god damn, that shit was brutal, Dread.
Yeah.
It just make it work. Again, it's one of these movies that I like back. I watch more than once. But yeah, it was great. Great storytelling. What pulled it out a little bit, it felt a little too documentary in the worst way.
Especially the first act.
The ending.
Oh yeah, the ending, yeah.
And with the courtroom stuff that didn't work and wasn't as powerful as it could have been. But yeah, the good was really, really good, and the bad isn't that bad. Whatever.
Agree.
Moving on.
All right.
Next.
My number 16 is The Big Sick.
Right.
Really great romantic comedy, although it's more comedy drama than romantic comedy. I love the performances. I love the story, and just the mere fact that it's based on a true story, which I didn't even know about until the very end. Was just that little cherry on top that came for me. I love the performances. I love the story. I love the writing. It's one of the best scripts I've seen visually on screen for the whole year. And yeah, this is one that you're genuinely gonna love.
Yeah, I have The Big Sick on my list as well. Right. So you mentioned everything that I mentioned. I find those powerful, especially with the cultural stuff with Islam.
Yes.
And a lot of that work. Camille. He as a lead.
He would be over though. Like,
and
not just as a comedic lead, but
one of the strengths,
dramatic as well.
One of the strengths of it as well is Ray Romano really, he had a different turn, because you know him as just the TV show guy. Yeah. But he kind of remind me of Bob Saget in the sense of you get to see him in another light. And because of that, you start investigating his actual career. Not realizing that Ray Romano is a surprisingly dark comedian. Much like how...
Oh, really?
Yeah, much like how Bob Saget is a surprisingly raunchy comedian.
Yes.
He's a surprisingly dark comedian. You get to see it in this role. He's great in this role as this dark, telling bad jokes kind of thing. Yeah. And he filled that role so well as the dad now. Loved it. Loved The Big Sick. Thought it was great.
All right. So what's your number 15?
I was going to mention A Ghost Story. The story is on the list as well. Very, very good, very existential and powerful. Yeah. But you mentioned and you covered everything more or less. I was say.
Just quick question. What do you think about the pie scene?
Oh yeah, no, that was good. Good, but it's just morning. She just melted down. But yeah, they last a little too long.
I actually read up about it. The director said this was like a litmus test. He wanted to see how long the audience members would sit down to watch the scene before they get up and leave.
No, not really. I thought it was fine. It worked, and I get what the point of it is. But the existential nature of time and him stuck to that location, and then the idea of reincarnation, but as a ghost, color that work, because one of the harrowing parts is when the first ghost said, "I guess they're not," and then. That was damn.
That was a sad.
Yeah, that looks scary. I was like, whoa, that worked. And then when he missed the letter the first time, and then he see the second time, I'm not sure what she said. I forget.
It's up to the viewer to
exactly. And then he second he read it, he go on to. I was like, all right, cool, great, loved it.
But
great
she does hint at the fact that it's little clues about where she is. So
right.
It has something to do with her, but maybe it has something to do with him.
But
it's up to the viewer to decide.
But that's the thing, it don't matter because he could go back in time and back and forth. It's just cycling through the history. Because it had one brutal part involving some Indians.
Oh boy.
Damn.
How that cut. That cut
shit.
Alone.
Yeah, jeez boy. Brutal. Right. But yeah, great. Right, to the movie I'm going to mention. Apes. Them apes.
All right. So this is your number 15, right?
Well, something along those lines. Okay. Again, I'm not trying to rank it too much because again, a blurry,
Yeah.
Right. I'll admit, it does have its problems. It's one of those movies that, story-wise, when you think about it, don't really work all that well. The prison ape escape stuff, kind of don't really gel together. But visually, this movie is so goddamn strong and powerful. God damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Especially that first hour.
Oh boy, yeah.
But if it was up to me, I'd leave it up to the visual language entirely. But it's held back a little bit because of that. In my opinion, that pulls it down a little bit. But no, it works. It's a movie I totally love. I still prefer the last film over this one, but I loved it. So
right.
You.
So my number 15 is the first sequel on this list, John Wick Chapter 2.
Nice.
Yeah, this was exactly how you step up a movie like John Wick, which is just visceral badassery.
Yeah.
It expanded the world in such a profound way. In such a fascinating way as well.
Yeah.
You went to different countries, you're seeing more of these assassins and all that. And just the end of that movie alone is just like the biggest holy shit moment.
I find it was a little over the top. I was like,
it is over the top, but when you
think
about
this damn thing?
When you think about this, like, oh jeez, you literally have nowhere to run.
Yeah, it started to make sense a little at a certain point. It's like, wait, how much people in this damn organization? Well,
the characters that they brought in, Lawrence Fishburne.
He was great.
Common
was great. Yeah.
My God. Yeah. Common actually faced.
There's a great scene with there's a great scene with the two of them together with the silencers. Awesome.
Like, that was brilliant, though.
Hilarious.
I would admit though that the first act was a little rocky, especially like with the mission and how the mission kind of end, and then it got to the real story where it's every man Jack trying to kill this guy, which is the real point. But when that kind of starts, that's when it was like, okay, yes, I'm really feeling this. So as a sequel, I thought that it worked perfectly.
Yes.
One of the best action movies of the year, hands down.
Yeah. Right. So there's a tie, basically, roughly.
You have a tie? Okay.
Kind of a tie, yeah. Good time. Good time.
Shit, I ain't got no ties.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good time.
All right.
But they're different. They're not dissimilar films or anything like that, but they're different. Good Time and Mudbound.
All right.
Both of them I feel the same way about in terms of quality. But Good Time is just so goddamn such a brilliant work of folly, or a brilliant work of exercising folly. Just to see this character that you just goddamn hate. And then Mudbound just had a bunch of characters I goddamn hate. Holy shit. Yeah. Both films worked really, really well in their own way. But I like both of them. So just not much to talk about because we talked about them in depth last time.
So number 14 for me is another action film, but one that's a little bit different. Actually, a lot different. Baby Driver.
Nice.
Edgar Wright.
I have it. Baby Driver. I'll cover as well for me.
Yeah, it has some of the best editing I've seen in a movie.
Yes.
It does something that I've always, like, personally deep down inside, always wanted to do with a movie.
Yeah.
Really merge editing and music, so it feels like every piece of a musical construction matches the editing of the film itself.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that. I just seen Edgar Wright do it. I wasn't like angry anymore, but I was like, yes, this is it. This is what I want to do. The lead I thought was so charming, so compelling as well.
Yeah,
I love his attraction to music. I love how he loves music. I could really relate to him. His little love story, his little romancing, I thought was really sweet as well. The bad guys that want to use this guy to do all these jobs.
Yeah,
even
again,
Mr. Kevin Spacey.
Yes,
we have to acknowledge him.
The movie can fuck you as well for that. But
of course, Jamie Foxx as well, being the sleaziest version of Jamie Foxx you've ever seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one, like, I imagine because of that strong editing and use of music. This is one that's going to be studied in hopefully in film schools. A lot of people are going to be watching this and hopefully be inspired to make dope shit like this. So number 14, Baby Driver. Yeah,
Baby Driver as well. For that's roughly my same as well. Next, I want to say another tie. Nah, but I can't say that. Wonder Woman.
All right.
I'm gonna put that here. I did hate this movie. Really liked it, but a lot of it fell flat for me. They could have done more with it, but it worked. This was as I mentioned before, it was
it was too basic.
A little too basic, yeah, and it was Cap TFA all over again. But again, I get what this movie means and represents so many people. A lot of it works. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 13, as you're talking about heroes, Thor Ragnarok.
Okay, nice.
Now, once again, this is no way me saying that these movies are terrible because I rank it so low.
Yeah.
But there were just some more better movies out there, in my opinion. So yeah, Thor Ragnarok, easily the best Thor movie out there.
I left this one off. Even though I like it's the best of the Thors, it still didn't really pull me in too much, and it was a movie that good, but it was another Marvel.
For me, as far as Thor movies go, this is the best.
Of course,
it's a kitchen sink movie where it just throws everything at you. It does feel like a real 80s movie where it's just all this wild, crazy stuff with with a narrative that's not as strong as all that, but it's still so goddamn entertaining to watch. Chris Hemsworth kill it. Everybody kills it in this. Seeing Hulk once again, and all the the cameos and all that kind of stuff. That's all I would say.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad that they just tied up this Thor trilogy in such fine form. So now we can look forward to Avengers: Infinity War next year.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. So your next pick.
Yeah. So I'm my top 10 now, kind of ish. I don't know where you are.
Okay, so you're in your top 10. Okay, well, I'll just do from 12 to 11, right?
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, 12 and 11 are also Marvel movies. So, number 12 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Once again, not saying that I hate the show. It's just in terms of ranking. This to me was a breath of fresh air in terms of revitalizing, the character of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, it's not going to be like the Sam Raimi films. I'm not expecting it to be, but this one was just so fresh and so vibrant, so much fun. This is the most fun Spider-Man movie we've ever gotten. Tom Holland kills it as Peter Parker as well. The story I thought works. The way how the characters were included into the story worked as well. Even right down to Miles Morales, I thought that was a great moment.
Yeah.
But the standout moment, the standout performer, of course, is Michael Keaton as Vulture.
Yeah.
Freaking amazing. That moment with him in that car is so brilliant.
Yeah.
That reveal with him is so brilliant as well. And while I wasn't blown away completely by it, I do see why people love it. And yeah, this is one that if you're a Spidey head, you're gonna love this one already.
Yeah.
My number 11. This is one that I actually enjoyed a little bit more than Spider-Man Homecoming, in my personal opinion. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And then it's really, after watching it the third time, is where I really got it, because I thought it was just all flashy visuals and a set of music and nothing more, and, you know, quips and jokes. But there was an emotional core to it, especially with the interactions among the characters. This is actually a lot, in terms of emotion, way deeper than the last film. You do care more for characters, and the time that's spent with certain characters, even though it's not a lot compared to other characters, there was some, you know, a lot of emotional depth there, and I thought that's really what made this film work for me. So yeah.
Right.
Right. So now we're on to the top 10. So what's your number 10?
Ooh, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Bravo.
Pretty good. Liked it. Emotionally powerful.
Yes.
Really, really thematically strong.
Yeah.
It really, really worked. Again, it just didn't gel, unfortunately, as much as it should have script wise.
Yeah, like it's not perfect.
They could have stitched that stuff a little better together.
It's sequelitis. It's too much things going on.
Right.
Right. My number 10 is the one that you mentioned before, Detroit.
Nice.
Truly a gut puncher of a movie, but this is a drama based on a true story, true events, I should say, and this felt more horrific than any horror film that I've seen all year. Yeah. Those moments with the police in the hallway and in those rooms, though, in the adjoining rooms, just made for some of the most terrifying stuff I've seen in a movie all year. This really got under my skin. It really disturbed me, but in a good way. Made me feel angry. Not just the cops, but just the fact that something like this happened, and, you know, there's no real sense of, you know, resolving all of this or justice. But I'm glad that something like this was made. I'm glad that people now can be more aware of what happened at that time, that moment in Detroit as well.
Nice.
People are going to be mad about it, especially black people as well, but I don't think that Catherine Bigelow made it, you know, to have people be angry entirely at white people or cops. But it's just a moment in, you know, just history in general that needs to be made aware of. So that's my number 10.
Nice. Right, so my number 9 is I want to say Spider-Man Homecoming.
All right.
Yeah.
Why so low technically?
No, the other stuff is better. Overall, this Spider-Man movie is good.
I know you love this movie.
No, I love this movie. I'm a big fan of it, but it's only because as a Spider-Man fan, I like it. Not as an overall film. A lot of it doesn't really, when I think about it, it's not really much about anything, but it's just about giving Peter and fitting him into the MCU in a nice, relatively neat way. It have a couple little mistakes and continuity errors here or there, but for the most part it works, and I really, really liked it. But compared to everything else in this list, a lot of it kind of falls down. Doesn't really work. That kind of stuff.
I hear. Yeah. Alright, so my number 9 is the only great animated movie I saw this year, Disney Pixar's Coco.
Okay.
This, like, I know Pixar is gonna come through with a solid film, and yes it did, but I didn't expect that this one would impact me so emotionally, especially the end, which nearly brought me to tears. I'm not lying, it nearly did. I loved its themes about family, about legacy, about tradition as well. I love the Mexican aesthetic of it. It really does feel like it's in Mexico, the way how the people interact, the way how the colors and everything, and even the set design, which I thought was brilliant. I love the characters, I love the music in this. The voice acting is perfect across the board, and that ending, boy, wow. Great. And then when you really understand why the name of the movie is called Coco, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Cool.
Man tears, boy. Close to man tears, but
yeah.
Right, so what is your number
8?
8.
Blade Runner 2049. I'll
put
it there.
This
didn't. It's good, very good, but the main plot I didn't like all that much. It didn't have any big surprises. Like, you know, we should have been surprised by other things, and I was a little let down by a lot of that, mostly because of the marketing, maybe.
All right.
So it was that, and they should have fleshed out this world a little better. Is one of those that suffered from that problem of, you know, when you like, much like with Blade Runner, Ghost in the Shell, where time move on, so you need to take the concept a little further,
right?
And I didn't really get that with this.
Oh, speaking of Ghost in the Shell, funny you didn't mention that in your worst stuff.
No, because it was worth mentioning. It was there, but whatever.
Alright.
Whatever. It's like, I'm not a big Ghost in the Shell fan, so it's like it came and went, and again, because this world is so, you know, flushed with
kind
stuff.
Of old school, basically.
Right, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, not
right. The cyberpunk. Well, cyberpunk in general, you think is old school, or just
that's the problem. No. Yeah, cyberpunk in general is a problem because none of it. A lot of it feels so dated. So it's like I can really get into that. Concept wise, you need to impress me now.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, interested. All right. So my number 8 is Mother. Exclamation mark.
Okay.
Yeah. This is one I got into a little bit late, but my God, it was worth the wait though. This one surprised me. It shocked me. It kept me on edge. I was just waiting for the shit to go down. Then when the shit went down, I was like, oh, and then that happened. And then we went there. It's like, okay, I see what you did there. Right. This is a commercial art film, but I mean that in a great way. You don't see movies like this every day, and I'm glad that Darren Aronofsky actually was brave enough to put this out. I'm glad that he got a committed team, which includes Jennifer Lawrence, Javier Bardem, Ed Harris, Rene Russo, among other people involved in this. Just to go along with his crazy vision, and I'm really impressed by the way how he kind of just limited it to just this one house, and the way how he uses camera in different areas of the house equals that of Catherine Bigelow's work in Detroit. The way with
a good sense of space
and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if you want to be challenged by a movie this year, then definitely gonna be.
Yeah, get talking.
Yeah. So what's your number 7?
Oh boy, I don't know. You might be mad at this boy. Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
This movie visually it's really goddamn strong, but it kind of had the same problem that Planet of the Apes had. When you actually think about the plot, it don't really gel together that well, mostly because of world building in the Star Wars universe. And I'm not actually mad at. I actually defend this film. I actually like it a lot. But the thing with it is that it has bad precedent for Star Wars, in the sense of, well, how come characters don't do this and that? And I didn't really have a problem with a lot of what they told. I actually like what they had with Luke as an arc. I like what he did. I like how they think about it. I like how it worked. Luke doing that Kage Bunchino dream, so the end was pretty awesome.
Yes.
But it had bad precedent in terms of world building. That's the only downside of it. It's not a big deal for me, but compared to other stuff this year, I don't like it as much as other stuff this year.
All right.
In terms of storytelling. Still a really good Star Wars movie. I actually like it. I actually defend it.
I like how you keep calling out negatives. So like,
no, I have to call it negatives because I know it's so low, quote unquote, on the list there.
Okay,
it's not in my top 5.
I mean, it's just all positive, because I'm just positive.
It's not in my top 5, right? Yeah, exactly. All right, go ahead.
So my number 7 is Get Out.
Okay, cool. I have that higher. So.
A lot of critics have been putting this in the best of list.
Yeah.
Even people who like well-written art films have been putting this up in the best of list.
Right.
And having watched it again, I see why. This is a generally great movie. Not a perfect movie, mind you. It does have certain issues in terms of the narrative. There's a couple of things that just could have been fixed.
I only had one issue with it, but yeah, good.
Yeah, it's not perfect by a long shot. Even a couple of the jokes I felt kind of fell flat. And this is funny because this is more of a thriller than actual comedy, but they have elements of comedy because, John Peel, the one thing I remember mentioning in my review is that I felt it could have been a little bit more horrific.
Yeah.
It's more a thriller, like a Twilight Zone / Black Mirror kind of episode, but just more race.
Right.
But the thrilling stuff in it and just the really profound story, really thought-provoking story as well worked. This is another brave movie, something that is really amazing. Something that just came out in 2017, like really attacking race, but also do it in a subtle way, but in a direct way, but also subtle as way, so it kind of bounces back and forth.
Yeah.
The performances were strong throughout. The script is clever, it's witty, it's darkly funny as well too. That's another thing people don't really mention. It is darkly comedic as well.
Yeah.
And even though I haven't seen the ending, well, at least the more downer ending.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. I would hate that. Yeah, that would be a bad ending. I like what they do with it.
Yeah, the way how this one ends, it is serviceable. I do like it. Didn't love the end, but I thought it worked. So overall,
okay, no problem.
Yeah, Get Out is my number 7 pick.
All right, so my number 6, I'm in love with the Coco.
Got it for the low.
Yeah, Coco was excellent for me. Loved it.
All right.
That movie had very few downsides for me. World building was excellent.
Yes.
Again, it didn't really have any other big animated movies this year that I could really think about or talk about, other than the Emoji Movie and the other bullshit.
There was Ferdinand. Which
that was bullshit. That was bullshit out here. I didn't see it.
Okay,
but I heard it was bullshit.
John Cena did a good
Yeah, I heard it was crap.
I heard the Star Wars was good.
Right.
Good.
I couldn't get into that. I heard it was a mess. Whatever. Coco was excellent. Loved it. Voice acting, excellent. Music, excellent. Animation, excellent. Art style, holy shit, this movie looked pretty.
Yes,
it's a pretty
it
goddamn
does.
movie.
And like I said in my review, it feels Mexican. Like
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah.
How they look
and
Mexican.
It followed from Moana in a great way, but in many ways I actually prefer this to Moana. Again, because of how consistent the world was. And the story itself, when they reveal what was going on, is like, whoa, that was pretty goddamn dark and awesome.
Yeah,
loved it.
So that Pixar
I have to put that on my list.
so well.
So that is my number 6.
Alright, my number 6 is Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Yes, I agree with you. It's not a perfect origin story. It's basic. You've seen it before.
Yeah.
Especially with Captain America, First Avenger,
right.
easy reference. But to me, what it did, just culturally, thematically, just everything.
Yeah.
For one thing, it's the best movie in the DCEU thus far.
Of course. Which is a kind of a low bar.
Yeah, I know. It did so much. Female-directed superhero film, first of its kind.
Yeah.
Female lead, Gal Gadot, who really surprised me.
Yeah, I'll straight up say that she is the Christopher Reeve. What Christopher Reeve is the Superman, she is the Wonder Woman. I can't really deny that. It's great.
She's not just attractive, but she also proves that she can act.
Right.
Well, I mean, she can always act, but this is what she really sold the character
Right.
of Wonder Woman to the point that I can't see anybody else playing Wonder Woman or even voicing her at all.
Nice.
I thought that she was fantastic in this. The story that they built with her and, her love interest and just the whole overall story, I thought worked, even though the third act kind of just evolved into this whole CG
Zack Snyder.
CG orgasm, I should say, of just flashy special effects.
Yeah.
But the music was on point, the acting was on point. Visually, it is just so beautiful, though, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just the shots of that island, I keep forgetting the name. Just outshines anything that Zack Snyder did over the past
of course.
years with the
Yeah,
DCU.
yeah.
So
Whatever.
Wonder Woman, my number 6.
Great, man. Number 5, Get Out.
All right.
Yeah.
Get Out.
Love Get Out. Again, people dismiss it as just being a great Outer Limits episode, but no.
Outer Limits is
right.
nice
But what it
reference.
does in terms of race, culture, and that whole appropriation metric really works.
Yes.
Really works. I had one big problem, only one small problem with the plot with the cotton. That didn't make much sense to me. I don't understand how he did that.
How you were able to grab that cotton and put it in the ears.
That didn't follow.
And I believe his hands were still tied.
That was saying, I didn't follow.
Yeah.
That is the only thing. That's the only problem.
Right.
But other than that, everything was fine and it was excellent. That is number 5.
Okay. My number 5 is Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Nice.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to defend this movie,
Yeah.
hopefully to my dying day. I do believe that it is just as great, if not better, than Empire Strikes Back.
Nice.
And as I mentioned, Empire Strikes Back, already we're seeing it being like an Empire Strikes Back, not just in the execution, but by the response of it. People being so dismissive about it as well, even right down to this really dumb decision to have this online petition to remove it from its canon, which is so much bullshit.
Stupidness.
But what I really loved about this movie is how it took a lot of risk in terms of the world of Star Wars, in terms of the characters as well. I love how the character setups were where you think they're going to go one way, but they go different spots, and even if you might like certain things that happen in between, it still wraps up in the most logical way that it could possibly end.
Nice.
I love that about that. Everybody gives a full performance. Mark Hamill, though, is the stand-up for me. He absolutely kills it.
Yeah.
Best portrayal of Luke Skywalker he's ever given.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, loved it.
But I strongly believe that this is one that over time, just like Empire Strikes Back, more people are going to really like and appreciate. And even the old trilogy wasn't perfect, but yes, when Empire Strikes Back, people were dismissive of it. It's like, oh, you can end this movie like that.
But that's what I liked about The Last
Jedi.
Jedi is that the whole idea of history.
Yes.
And because they're basically wrapping up the idea that Anakin's supposed to have got any goddamn children. And Luke kind of come to that conclusion. He's like, I'm not supposed to exist.
Yeah.
Think about it. I'm not supposed to exist. And Kylo Ren neither. And I like that.
Yeah.
I like what they did with that. The idea of the Jedi not supposed to have children. It's not to say that everybody's supposed to be equal. Everybody confusing it. Rey is superior in terms of the Force.
Right.
To her cohorts. But she's not supposed to be born of something. That bullshit now.
Or put into like the Jedi Council.
Yeah, that shit. No, but the idea is that you're not supposed to have children, and that is why I find people who are attacking the film saying, "Well, you're trying to end legacy." Yeah, the whole point is not to have legacy in the first place.
Yeah,
right. That is what the Jedi order existed for.
Yeah.
Why would you have legacy? The people not supposed to have children. Don't have children.
So you see, it's that kind of balls. It's just that decision to say, "Hey, here's what. It's 2017, Jedi. Let me kind of accept the fact that I'm not saying." From a creative perspective, but let me just say, okay, gradually over time, these things are not gonna mean that much as they did 30 years ago.
Exactly.
So let's move on.
And I like that. I like that they did that. Whatever.
Right. That's my number 5.
My number 4.
What's your number 4?
Logan.
Well, look at it.
Yeah.
Logan's my number 4 too.
Nice.
Boom.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
what do you love about Logan?
Boy, oh boy, this was a grounded, gritty ass comic book movie that they actually make work, Judd. And it felt like Children of Men, but it was dark, and is Logan getting old, and holy shit, everything post-apocalyptic and sad. Look what happened to this. Here's the smartest part. All of this shit could be the quote-unquote real world. Because he does kind of dodge the bullet of the continuity. You don't worry about the continuity.
Yeah.
X-23 is a great character in this. They do a great arc with X-24, the young version of Logan. Holy shit, violent. We actually get to see blood for the first time.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Come on, man. Love this movie. Great story. Great send-off for
Wolverine.
Not Wolverine, but
well, Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, right? Yeah, they're gonna have to recast him, and especially with this whole Fox deal thing playing itself out. The thing is, the American government held back the Fox deal for a while now, so it might take like for the better part of 2 years for that to play out.
Right.
But it most likely will go through still because it's too much money now.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, we might. So I don't think we will see a casting for Wolverine for a while, at least 2 or 3 years again.
No.
But this is excellent. Love Logan.
Yes.
The ending with that X, we take the cross and dang.
Brilliant
Awesome.
moment. That moment always gets me. Yeah,
love
I totally agree with you.
Love this movie.
This to me is the best superhero movie of 2017.
Nice.
Hands down. What they did in terms of Logan's character was so perfect. It makes a lot of sense. What they did with Xavier is so sad, but it works as well too. It makes perfect sense as well.
Yeah.
The way how both those characters die make for some of the most shocking moments I've seen in a movie in cinema all year though, and they just still impact me every time I see them.
Nice.
But just those moments with them together, that whole father-son dynamic still works. And of course, with the inclusion of X-23, the actress, I forgot her name, she kills it as well too.
Something.
I really want to see more. I want to see her do more, in terms of film. I hope that she doesn't do like, that
Lindsay
girl
Lohan.
from, not Lindsay Lohan, that girl from Beasts of the Southern Wild.
Okay, yeah.
Right, where...
Well, she went to,
where she started that shitty anime
that
remake,
was
and then you forget about her.
Yeah,
no,
sad.
actually, she was in she was in Wendy Williams. Apparently, she have a book out. And some shit like that. But anyway, I really want to see her in more movies.
Daphne Keane is her name?
Daphne Keane, that's it.
Keane, yeah.
But yeah, this story was so goddamn well written.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this gets nominated for an Oscar. Best original screenplay.
I ain't going to that far, but it could get a little something.
Yeah,
for something.
Something. And that maybe, but all the I kind of doubt it'll ever happen. Best actor, perhaps.
I don't get any of that. But whatever.
But Hugh Jackman though kills it though. This to me, and it really does feel like similar to Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. Like this was something that he was born to do. Like it was in his heart.
Yeah.
He just needed to do this, and you could tell with every second that he's on screen.
Yeah, it's like akin to Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man. Same thing. It had that level of wow, this is your character.
Yeah,
cool.
The way how it ends though, bleak, but kind of hopeful as well too. So yeah,
good enough.
Perfect way to end off, Wolverine's character. Ever since the first X-Men movie back in 2000, I absolutely love this movie. That's my number 4.
All right, my number 3. We're going to another kind of Western something. Boy, oh boy. These trees are hard caller though. I can't pick which one is the caller. Them is their own strengths. But yes, another Western, number 3, Wind River.
Ooh, okay.
God damn, I love this movie. This movie pick up, Judd.
Right.
Listen, this is a really goddamn awesome movie. I totally recommend it. If you liked
Hello High Water, which was in my top 3,
right.
by the way.
This
for last year.
This I'm gonna give this not as good as Hello High Water, and this could have easily make a number 1, but I don't know, it just didn't gel as much as it should have. But that last half hour or so, just all you need to do is get away from the door. God damn, that shit pick up real fast, right?
All right.
And it was really, really good. And then the ending itself, like what they wanted, I thought a little feminist message in there, a little bit, really worked. Brutal, unforgiving, awesome.
All right, my number 3 is my boy Christopher Nolan, Dunkirk.
Nice.
This is his most experimental movie thus far.
Nice.
This is one that I would confess is overrated. A lot of people love this movie and put it to the list and all, but I believe this is one that over the years, just like a majority of Stanley Kubrick's films, are gonna gain stature. And this one, like I said, is his most experimental, where he plays with 3 different time spots basically.
Yeah.
And somehow how he manages to tie all 3 up at the very end was amazing. But really, what stood the most to me was the tension in this film and how he built it. Whether it's the music from Hans Zimmer, the way how it's directed, the way how it's edited, the sound design, which is so goddamn brilliant. Yeah. This has to get the Oscar nom for it.
Nice.
Of course, the pitch perfect, the near perfect, I should say, direction by Christopher Nolan, who shot this movie entirely on film. Yes. All these gorgeous, wide shots as well too, which definitely should be seen in IMAX. But if you didn't get that experience, definitely buy this thing on Blu-ray. I'm gonna buy this thing on Blu-ray when I get a chance. So this is another near masterpiece in my opinion for Nolan. Like, it's similar to like how Interstellar, like he was reaching up there. Yeah. He didn't really quite reach it there, but this one comes very close. Very good. Yeah, Dunkirk's my number 3.
And number 2, again, contentious choice. Number 2, Logan Lucky.
All right, it was that good?
Yes, I really like this movie. Great script.
Okay.
Great script.
How is that good? Really?
No, listen, it might be a contentious position, but I just love. I'm a big sucker for the Soderbergh ocean scripts. Big sucker for that.
Yes.
So for me personally, it's like, the script work, and then characterization wise, it was so goddamn good.
All right.
I really liked it. It really worked. It would mention in all these things. Everybody was good in this. Adam Driver was good in this.
Daniel Craig
was good in this. We call him your boy, 21 Jump Street.
Oh, Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum was good in this. He's the star. He's great in this. Everything. And then they had the part of the music. They sing, this old John Denver song, The Daughter. Like, wait, that was a powerful moment. And then you learn what went on. And then they do a nice little double take. And then they figure out, Hillary's song had a purpose in this part. Like,
right.
Shit.
So it's a comedy drama, really?
No, it's comedy and with little drama elements, but mostly comedy. It's mostly funny.
But it's still a heist film, right?
Right, total heist film, but they do it like a double twist on it now. Right. And it's a total Soderbergh style film.
Okay.
Right? But the characterization is much stronger in many ways. It's politically much more prescient. They do the whole West Virginian culture quite well. Again, the John Denver song is basically the function of it, and it's edited so well. Loved it. I love this movie.
But the thing is, though, what I'm worried about, and I heard this for the review, because reviews have been positive, have been strong for this, but one reviewer was worried that because of how it's advertised, people are going to go in expecting this like full tilt comedy, and not going to get that.
It have a lot of comedy in it. It's not like too dark or anything like that. It's just, it does what it does. It's mostly comedy. Right? It's not like it's fooling you in that way.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I just loved it. I just thought it was so well done. And again, Soderbergh, a big fan of Soderbergh.
Yeah.
So I can't go wrong. I like all of his stuff since Ocean's 11.
Yes.
12, 13. I like even the Ocean's 12.
Yeah.
So I suppose it just caters to my bias in its most perfect way. And that is it.
Right. So my number 2, oh boy, this 2 and 1 was rough. But
tough, yeah.
It was tough to really figure out which one was the best. It's kind of obvious when you'll hear it, but my number 2 is Them Apes, boy.
Them Apes, alright, yeah. I can't be mad.
No, I'll confess.
I'm not mad.
Yes, they use a lot of familiarity with it, especially when it comes to war films, when it comes to Exodus films and all that kind of stuff. You've seen these things before. The concentration camps, the struggle for survival, moving from one place to the next and all that kind of stuff. You've seen all those things before. But they did it so well here within the world of Planet of the Apes. It's just so brilliant. Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis as Caesar.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Please nominate this guy for Oscar, please, because he just knocks it out of the park here with this one. This is like the most realistic I've seen Caesar being portrayed. I know there was some real life apes that they use here, but just the motion capture and just the design of these creatures was so real, though. The cinematography is beautiful. It's just so breathtaking, so gorgeous. Nice. Music was great. Story was well written. Couple of little misses here and there, little slow parts in the second act. Yeah. But still, the way how it ended, though, I thought was quite powerful as well. I thought it was a fitting conclusion to that whole Caesar trilogy, and it does leave, threads open for, of course, the traditional story to
play itself out.
Redesigned, basically.
Yeah.
But this, to me, is the perfect way to end a trilogy, in my opinion. I definitely gonna buy this Apes trilogy, this Planet of the Apes trilogy. I know I could have bought it for Black Friday, but
I can't be mad at that. I feel really like this Apes movie. I can't blame you. I could get why people would love it. I had my issues with it. Yeah. Again, if they didn't put in the dialogue and keep it entirely visual, it'd be stronger.
Totally understood. But War for the Planet of the Apes, so cool. Second best movie of the year.
Can't be mad at that.
So now,
my number 1.
Moment of truth. What is your number 1? I think I know what it is.
You know it is.
See it? Exclamation mark.
She has a name Mother, and it's called Mother.
Boy. Yes.
I don't know if it's the old Buster Bluth joke from Buster Bluth from Arrested Development. Mother! Mother. She has a name, Mother.
Buster. That was Boboyeda.
Yeah,
right.
She has a name, Mother. And she's Mother. Mother worked. Sorry, I loved it.
Yes.
I loved it.
Motherfucking worked.
It worked. I love this movie. It totally hit the nail on the head of what you had to do with this material. I was totally shocked that they went with it in this direction. Yes, a lot of people hate this movie. I totally get why you would hate this movie. But this hit all the right marks for me. In terms of like what you're supposed to do, subversion of religion, but subversion in a smart way, not dumb.
Yes.
It felt pretentious, kind of, a little bit, but not too much. The funny thing about, what's his name? No, Aronofsky. Is that Aronofsky is such a Brooklynite, but he's a pretentious Brooklynite. So if I hear him talk in real life, he just be like, hey, yo.
He talks like that?
Yeah, he's talking like, okay, hear him talk in real life, he's like, what the hell? But if you see his pictures, like, he's the most up there. I love.
He goes to art galleries and stuff.
But I love all of this guy's movies. The rest is my personal favorite of his.
The Fountain was one I just never
Fountain was, it had some issues.
understood.
But I generally like all of his movies. Black Swan's great,
Pie. His
Pie,
baby, brilliant.
Yeah, all of his movies I really, really like. But this just worked for me, Dread. Again, if I went into this blind, I would have liked it more.
Right.
But I didn't go into it blind, I still loved it.
Yes.
The more and more think about it, and I watched it a couple times again, I was like, this was hard.
It's a brave film, though. Like, nobody does stuff
it
like
filmed
this
itself,
here.
it framed itself quite well. I still have a couple things I didn't get. Like, I didn't get was Kristen Wiig's role in this. Like, was she an angel of death? What she was?
What does she symbolize?
Right, it's unclear.
Does she symbolize anything?
It was unclear.
Yeah.
It was unclear who she was. Was she like the angel of death? Was she Gabriel? It's unclear. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Big Gnostic, a lot of philosophical and theological stuff in this. It worked. The only thing I would have changed, one tiny thing I would have changed, which is the beginning.
Yeah.
I'd just have it be a
They
dream.
just sold it out there.
Great, it sold it out a little bit. And again, because I walked in not blind, it kind of spoiled it slightly, but I still love this movie. It paced itself so well. The part of the nightclub had me cracking up. Like that's how it reached at that point. It was like, really?
Yeah.
Real bad, that baby scene was so
scene.
goddamn brutal.
And it's how simple they did it.
Yeah. Jeez.
Not too explicit, but enough for you to get the point.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
This movie is awesome.
All right.
Loved it.
So my number one, boy.
Yeah, what's your number one?
Probably know where it is, but this is one that I had to sit back and really ask myself. All right, I enjoyed it the first time. I went to with my expectations real high.
Nice.
But there was some things about it that I just didn't get, and maybe it's because it came out too late. Maybe this doesn't work now. And then I watched it over this morning. I timed this recording.
Nice.
And I had to say it. Best movie of 2017, in my opinion, is Blade Runner.
All right.
2049.
Can't be mad at your choice.
Yes.
This movie didn't gel for me as much as it could have, but I can't be mad at you.
Reasons being is that because we are so sensitized to sequels, always relying heavily on nostalgia and what the old film did, and we have to pay tribute to all that one. This one did that, but not to a disturbingly or annoying degree like other sequels of the past. This one was its own thing. It tried to be its own thing. It succeeded in being its own thing. It was its own story. It just transcended its own source material.
Yeah.
To the point that you could just easily say it's one of the great. And I would defend
No,
this
yeah, no,
statement. One of the great sci-fi movies
It shot
of the
really
decade.
well, so I can't, because it just had again backgrounds and
of course
desktops.
The cinematography from Roger Deakins.
Yeah.
This is gonna win an Academy Awards, guys.
Yeah, you're gonna nominate it. I'd say
this is going to win an Academy Award.
Because between this, Apes, and Last Jedi, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's some good cinematography.
Roger Deakins kills it. He kills it. To the point that people, even before the movie came out, were saying this is a Roger Deakins film.
You know?
But it is Denis Villeneuve, and Denis Villeneuve really came through here. I think, this is his third collaboration with Roger Deakins. They really work well together. Watching it again, I really loved how the story built up. That's the thing. It doesn't really move in a really straightforward kind of way. It builds up certain aspects, certain themes build up as well too. And I love how they touch on things that were familiar from the old film, humanity's connection with machines, technology and stuff like that, and how they expand on that in different ways, especially with the relationship between Ryan Gosling, who is not human, he's a replicant, and his relationship with Joy, the AI, the companion.
A little bit,
I love the actress who performs who plays that character as well.
Right.
And I would admit, the first time I saw it, I went with real high expectations. I was a tad bit disappointed. I was expecting certain things to play out the way they did, especially with the villain, if quote unquote, played by Jared Leto. But watching it again and seeing those moments, I thought that it worked excellently. It's not about giving you the blockbuster sequel that you want to expect. It is more grounded into this like really thought-provoking material. This is the best way I could sum up this movie is, guys, we worked long and hard on this movie, so sit down, shut the fuck up, and watch my movie. And trust me, some way, shape or form, you're gonna love this movie. And yes, I totally did. From the writing to the acting to the music to the cinematography.
Nice.
I'm not gonna say it's a perfect movie by a long shot, but to me it doesn't need to be. But because it transcended its own sequel-isms, it just becomes, this is one of the greatest sci-fi movies I would say for the decade thus far.
Yeah, I have no problem saying all that.
Yeah.
Again, because I suppose I just too much of a sci-fi nerd.
Yeah, I understand because it feels familiar.
Yeah, it didn't rope me in as much as it could have. That's why it was so relatively good.
And most importantly, I'll say this closing, it does not, I wouldn't say this is better than the original film, but it's sure that it more than hell complements the first film.
Nice.
So both are masterpieces in their own right, and both are going to be ones that's going to be talked about for years to come.
Nice, man. All right, well.
Right, so yes, folks, this is how we end things off for this year of Beers, Beats, and Bailey. So we're wrapping up season 3. This has been really a great year, though, in terms of movies and music
it was as I say, embarrassment
and TV shows.
Embarrassment of riches in terms of content. That's so much good shit this year.
It's a shame we didn't get to see
all
like
those movies.
Disaster Artist and Lady Bird, and they would have been on our list for sure. But hopefully, come next year, given
by the time Oscars hopefully by the time Oscars, we should see most of this stuff. So we'll see.
All right. So as usual, Ricardo, where can we find you online?
At RMEDDY. That's at RMEDDY on Twitter, and then you could type in Ricardo Medina on Facebook to find me there.
Alright, as usual, you could find me on Twitter as well. Look for Legally Black MJB in capital letters. You can also find me on Facebook. Just look for my name, Machi Bailey, along with a Legally Black blog official fan base where you find the link to this podcast here, as well as the others that we've discussed over the past couple of years. Well, 3 years technically. On the subject of that, feel free to let me know what were your favorite movies of the year, or were your least favorite movies of the year, and also what were your favorite music albums for the year, hip-hop or otherwise. Comment below and let me know. And just a few quick shout-outs before we go. Shout out to the Trini Critics League.
Yes.
Friends that I've made over this year, though. I'm really glad that there are more film critics down here. I'm glad that we are passionate about films. So, shout out to Wayne S. Rock. Shout out to Julian Neves.
Nice.
Shout out to Summerlee Pollinae. Shout out to Timothy Ali as well.
Yes. Nice. Man.
In terms of the hip-hop scene, shout out to Mike Wise as well. Your Sunday Lunch series was brilliant as well too. Really want to see you do bigger and better things as well. Keep it up.
Shout out to Khalifa Alexis and Emmanuel Alexis, HE57 and Jalifa. Great.
Yes.
Love the two of them. And shout out to Profess. You're doing some great things, young man. Very, very good. And shout out to who else? Ourselves?
No.
Shout
out to ourselves. And shout out to the fans as well. All these people who have been listening to our stuff, even though we have run across to like about 3 hours and stuff, especially with that Fast and Furious review. But that was a special. But shout out to those who have been checking out our stuff as well. And if you haven't checked out our stuff over the past couple of years, feel free to check them through. We have been growing and building in terms of this series as well. I'm glad to see that we have actually reached a different level to where we were from before. I'm just really hoping that we do grow and develop both individually and together into bigger and better things.
Nice, man.
And of course, finally, we have to rest in peace. Shout outs. Rest in peace to people like Prodigy, from Mobb Deep. Just so much people passed away as well. George A. Romero as well. Toby Hooper, who directed Poltergeist and what's this other show? Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. Even rest in peace to Emma Prevost, who was one of my primary inspirations for getting into film criticism.
Nice.
And doing it online, through YouTube as well. Rest in peace to him. Your legacy will live on as well. Any rest in pieces?
No, I can't remember off the top of my head right now.
I know there's a lot as well. But we did acknowledge a lot of them throughout the entirety of the season as well.
All right.
So that's pretty much about it. So guys, thank you for the support over 2017.
Really get hype for next year. We have a uncommon someone. Hopefully the person will come through.
Yes, hopefully as well.
That'll be starting the premiere for the season 4.
Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of shit to watch, like
yes.
Soldado, which I'm really hyped for.
Oh my God, that trailer.
Yeah, with that gun. That part with the gun is like, that's when you delete this GIF. Alright, cool, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yes, guys. So, once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever you listen to this. This was Matcha Bailey and
Ricardo Medina.
And we are signing off from another season of Bears Beats and Bailey. So, until the next one, take care. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and all the best to you guys for 2018.
Yes.
Take care. Until the next one, peace.
Peace.